Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the info session for the specialist certified course in Neurographica. So I'm here to start telling you what's happening with the specialist course. To answer some of your questions, I had a lot of questions people wrote to me. So I'm here to let you know that the specialist course will take place on May 6th and May 13th. And in general, let's talk about what the specialist course is about. People ask me a question. Um, Actually, people also asking question, what's the difference between the specialists and the instructors? And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, okay? Come join me. Let's start. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lana Shalom. I am a certified instructor and coach in Neurographica since 2018. I was one of the first people, I think my video was the first about Neurographica, what Neurographica is, that was open on YouTube. It still is. You're welcome to watch it. It's called Neurographica Basics and Elements. And that will give you a basic introduction to what Neurographica is. And I also give certified courses if you're ready to learn more, if you're ready to, get certified, if you want to actually learn the depth of why we do Neurographica, like why do we draw a neuroline, what is a symbol of circle, a square, a triangle, why do we put them together, is there a step, is there a sequence, and how we draw Neurographica, why do we put elements in one area, and then the neuroline, colors, all of the aspects. There is something called 7 steps of the algorithm, and that's something we'll learn within the basics course. Now, people ask me after the basics course, what's next? And I tell them about two options, okay? Two wonderful options that are available now. About a month or two ago, we only had one option available for people to start utilizing Neurographica within their practice. Now it's wonderful. We have wonderful news. We have two options available. One option is the specialist course, where you can learn to integrate Neurographica within your professional background, whether you're a therapist, whether you're a coach, sometimes psychologist. How about what if you are an artist? Yes, you can do that too, okay? People from all kind of backgrounds can come, and I will teach you the algorithms. I'm going to talk to you about it now, and we'll give you the breakdown into what the specialist course consists of, okay? Another option you have nowadays is the wonderful, wonderful instructors course that we are starting on May 3rd. I am calling everybody and, come join us. It's a wonderful course, and it will give you the full rights to use Neurographica within your practice, and even start having a separate and new practice of Neurographica as an instructor. Okay, you become a full-fledged instructor in Neurographica. I'm going to share my screen now. I want to show you something very interesting that I believe you would enjoy. Okay, let's see. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to share my screen because I do want to show you what we are talking about. Let's talk about Neurographica within different fields. Okay, when in general, if you're looking at something that's called the quadrants, that's another one of Pavel Piskaryov, the founder of Neurographica. His name is Pavel Piskaryov. He created something called Metamodern Quadrants. I'm sharing with you one of the quadrants and the explanation, and that will help you understand what's happening with Neurographica. Like once you get your basics, where do you go next? What do you do with Neurographica? How do you learn Neurographica further? Okay, so let's look at this. How do people how do people even, I called it ways to assist person in life, but really it's about any education process that you undergo, okay? The education process consists of the following. The first step is always the education and pedagogy, which is the beginning, the learning and repetition of knowledge until proficiency, okay? And that's what we do at the basics course, right? You come and we teach you the basic ideas about what Neurographica is, the elements, the neural line, everything that I mentioned earlier today. Okay, that's the basic course. You take the basics course here. I'm going to actually write here basics user course. Okay, you will write it here, and you come to the basics user course, you get certified. Some people come just want to learn, they don't need the certification. If you want to go learn further on, like if you want to get your specialist, you definitely will need a certification. Okay, but if you just want to learn for yourself, that's what it is. The basics user course is geared for what? It's actually geared for something we call self-coaching. Okay, it's great for self-coaching. I give you the tools, I give you the knowledge, I explain to you how to do the self-coaching. That's exactly what the sessions during the basics course are, going and guiding and showing you how you can bring self-coaching to yourself. Okay, what's the next step? Okay, I want to bring it up so you see. The next step is to decide, after people take the basics course, they start thinking, what would they want to do? Do they want to, use Neurographica within their practice? Do they want to start spreading, talking, integrating, or maybe even teaching Neurographica to others? That's step one. Step number two, just continue doing self-coaching. You have a regular job that you have, but you enjoy Neurographica and you just want to learn more, okay? So if you want to learn more, what do you do with Neurographica? You figure out a way where you can, if you just want to learn more, you just come and you take algorithms, further algorithms. We have 9 more algorithms in Neurographica in addition to the, 8 more in addition to the basics. It's neurocomposition, neurocolor, neuromandala, neurosketching, the neurogoal, neuroconnection, neurosynthesis, and neurotimeline. Okay, actually within the world of Neurographica, we have all of those algorithms available. Some of them have already, we had already held a live session, so you are welcome to purchase those algorithms on video recording. Okay, or if you want to still come to the live sessions, you're welcome to join us starting tomorrow. Let's say Thursday, we are starting the NeuroGoal sessions, right? The NeuroGoal course, and then afterwards we're having a Neuro Timeline course, and afterwards there will be a Neuro Mandala course. So that would be absolutely, absolutely amazing. The Neuro Mandala, I must note, is one of the most popular. And the NeuroGoal, I actually did a session yesterday. You're welcome to watch the info session where I explain what the NeuroGoal is about. All of the algorithms give you the depth, the insight, the further understanding of what Neurographica is all about. Okay. Now, let's say those of you will come and say, but I wanted to start using Neurographica within my professional setting. So what do I do then? And that's what I'm going to tell you. Why don't you come for 2 other options? Okay. 2 other options would be, A, come and get your specialist in Neurographica. What is a specialist in Neurographica? And this is what I want to explain to you now. Okay. The specialist in Neurographica is when you use it within a certain practice. Let's say the practice of therapy, okay? Giving resources to individual for dealing with reality, okay? Using the past to deal with present. That's classical psychology. But within coaching, coaching is using future to deal with present, and past comes up as a way to transform and utilize resources. Why am I telling you this? Because specialist course is specifically designed to give coaching tools and understanding how to use Neurographica within a coaching method. Neurographica is a coaching method, okay? It's a beautiful neuro art, but it's first and foremost is a coaching. You notice the word self-coaching on top, and the same thing here. Specialist is a coaching tool. We will give you the algorithms. I will give you the explanation and how to use Neurographica within your practice. Let's say I have a lot of people who come, they're artists, right? I have a lot of students who are artists. So how would you use the specialist? You would use a specialist to show, to guide a group of people or one person. I will specify which algorithm goes with what soon, but you would guide the people to and show them how to draw the certain drawing, a certain algorithm. okay? Again, you do need a specialist certification to do that. With the basics user course certification, you can only do self-coaching. You cannot utilize, you cannot integrate the Neurographica simply because there is not enough information for you to know. In, you know, one thing is to learn how to do it for yourself. The next step is to learn how to do it with, you know, how to integrate Neurographica with others. And you need tools, you need knowledge for that. That's why the specialist course is step number 2, okay? Specialist course will give you the necessary tools and knowledge and information. And yes, I have an education background, so I will be able to personally guide you, to explain to you how you can use it with it, you know, within your practice when working with different people. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, what do we do next? We're going to the next step. Okay, consulting. The step 4 within anybody's education process is consulting. What is consulting? Consulting is when you take the knowledge that you have, the extensive knowledge that you will be gaining, you know, and taking it and using it further, right? If the therapy or, you know, coaching is more like working one-on-one, yes, you work with group of people, but, you know, they're not huge. It's a smaller work of people, you know, group of people, I'm sorry. But with consulting, becoming consulting is, I want to take this away. I want to write instructor's course, okay? Consulting is instructor's course. Step 3 would be to go for the instructor's course, okay? Now, some people would want to go from the basics to the instructor's course, and that's fine because the specialist course is integrated within the instructor's course. If you are thinking about becoming an instructor, what does an instructor do? What are the right? The right of the instructor is to teach fully, okay? And as soon as you start your instructor's course, you can start, you pass certain, like you have to take certain tests and, you know, you write an essay and you can start right away teaching the basic user course to others. That's the beauty. That's a wonderful part about becoming an instructor. And as you learn each algorithm, you start gaining more rights, more knowledge, first of all, more tools, and then you start getting more right to start practicing. With an instructor's certification, you will be able to teach, there is that word, teach all of the algorithms to others, except the specialist, because the specialist algorithm you cannot teach to others. You need a special permission from the institute, so that's a separate. But you will be able to use the basics user course. You will be able to, I mean, to teach with the instructor's course. You can teach all 9 algorithms. Basics course, neurocomposition, neurocolor, neurosketching, neuromandala, neurosynthesis, neuroconnection, neuro goal and neuro timeline, which is what you can see me and my colleagues teaching, right? How do we know, how did we get the rights to teach? We became instructors, okay? So that's something, if you know for sure you want to start teaching all of the algorithms, you go for the instructor course. If you don't want to go for the instructor course for whatever reason, you know, there are various reasons people decide, you're welcome to come to the specialist course. In the specialist course, that's what I'm going to talk to you now. Mentoring, the 4th quadrant, is actually what happens after the instructor's course, is you become a supervisor. That will happen in the 2nd year of learning. You become a supervisor, okay? Just want to note that, okay? Not talking about the supervisor. Now, I did mention the instructors. If you have any questions, you're welcome to write here or PM me. I want to go on and talk to you about this specialist course now specifically. Let me check if you have any questions. Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good. Second, excellent. Okay. Just want to make sure there's no questions. Okay. Seems like we're good. If anybody has questions after you watch this, let's say you're watching this in recording, do me a favor and PM me or put the question under the video and I will be glad to answer. Let's talk about the specialist course, which is what I'm here for, okay? The specialist course consists of 6 algorithms, okay? 6 algorithms are true, okay? It's an acronym for, it's actually an amazing coaching tool that was devised by Pavel's good friend and a professional coach named Sergei Shepelyov. And he devised this through, he was one of the first cohorts to learn Neurographica, and he loved it. And he said, why not use it within the coaching method? And that's what he did. He devised a coaching method that integrated Neurographica, okay? True is an amazing, amazing coaching method, okay? Now, the next coaching method we'll learn with the integration of Neurographica is called SCORE, okay? SCORE is actually an official coaching method as it is. What Pavel did is he started to use Neurographica with it. And as we know, when you combine Neurographica with any other method, what happens? A powerful and transformation fusion. And that's exactly what it is, okay? So excellent, excellent job. Beautiful pictures, as you can see, very powerful. You know, you can see a wonderful story here, okay? We work, actually, the neuro goal that we're starting tomorrow will be integrated partially within the SCORE. So that's something good to know. Neuro quality of life, that's the third algorithm. And it's about the quality of life. It's about stratification. It's about how to bring your idea of what you want in life to prevail. You know, which social stratification, like, is it, you know, being popular? Is it being not rich per se, but maybe more of influential, right? Because we know money is an influential tool. Or is it, you know, maybe increasing your education? You know, let's say if you want to go for the instructor's course, right? Neuro quality of life is a wonderful, wonderful algorithms to draw. Then we have the NeuroTree. This is one of the most popular. You're probably familiar. You've probably seen it. It's actually, this picture specifically is on top of the world of Neurographica. This is my favorite algorithm, the NeuroTree. It's absolutely magnificent. It's absolutely invigorating. It's a growth algorithm. You grow with it. So this is a great. So you may see, and you know, you're welcome to come and watch on my YouTube channel. It's open. I have a lot of open videos where I draw different types of NeuroTree. I actually lead a professional NeuroTree course where we draw 10 NeuroTrees, one per week. It's still going on. If you're interested, you're welcome to join. Now, what's the difference between all this open and my NeuroTree course with the NeuroTree that we will learn in the specialist? NeuroTree in the specialist is a professional algorithm teaching that I will give you, okay? I will teach you what the NeuroTree is about, teach you all of the symbolism, all the metaphoric associations, all the archetypal, you know, that's hidden within. You get all of that. Plus, I do want to mention, when you come to the world of Neurographica, we are quite unique in that sense. We give you lesson plans. Like I mentioned, I'm an educator. So for me, lesson plans are very important. Plus, I'm a huge visual learner. So for me, lesson plans are a must, you know, personally as a teacher, as I'm teaching, plus also as a student, right? When I was learning to uh, become, when I was learning to become an instructor, I actually started making up this lesson plan because I felt that was a big necessity for me. So for those of you out there who are visual learners, welcome. All of my courses, all of the courses we give within the world of Neurographica, guess what? I give lesson plans, I give presentations, I equip you. Plus, in the specialist course, I equip you. I equip you with the presentation to do. By the way, with a specialist course, one more thing I do want to note, you will be able to make presentations, right? Let's say you want to give a NeuroTree masterclass, right? Where you will be guiding people on how to draw the NeuroTree. You know, they each working on their goal, and you're guiding them. And let's say people are going to come and say, what is Neurographica? So what I do is I equip you. I give you the presentation, you know, the official institute presentation about what Neurographica is. Okay, so that's a great perk. You get a lot of perks when you join the specialist course. Okay, with me, because it's I'm going to mention more over there, but it has a lot of additions in addition to just pure teaching, giving you over the knowledge, the information. I also equip you with tools necessary to succeed using your specialist course within your practice, okay? So the NeuroTree, that's the algorithm of the NeuroTree. So this four, the NeuroTree, the Neuro Quality of Life, the SCORE, and the TRUE are the four major algorithms within the specialist course, okay? Now, we also have two additional ones. Two additional ones are the NeuroRain, okay? A wonderful, wonderful algorithm on learning how to put seeds into the soil and then bring in the rain and let it go, let it grow up, okay? Wonderful, wonderful course algorithm. And the next algorithm is NeuroLotus. What is a lotus flower? It's a flower that grows in the mud. It's a flower, and that's what we're going to learn. This is an amazing algorithm that will teach you how to grow from a tiny, tiny seed and bloom and grow step by step and bloom into a beautiful, beautiful flower. Okay, so that's something I wanted to note. So altogether, during the specialist course, you will learn the 6 algorithms, okay? True, SCORE, Neuro Quality of Life, NeuroTree, NeuroRain, and NeuroLotus. Now, remember I said about the perks, okay? What would be the perks? The personal perks for me, with me, would be you get the lesson plans I provided to you as part of your learning. You will get the presentation in general, presentation about Neurographica that you can use as a specialist. You will have the rights to do that, to do presentations on Neurographica. And you will get presentations from me on the NeuroTree and, what the NeuroTree is. If you want to use it with your masterclass group, you're welcome to. I do give you access to that. That's yours as part of your learning. Now, what other perks do you get? One perk you get from me is I do individually assist you. I know a lot of students within my previous cohorts had some coaching questions, and yes, I assist you in receiving your certification. I will soon, in about 1-2 slides, I will tell you what the certification entails, okay? Now, the major perk you will get from the Institute is to be able to use, remember we talked about the algorithms of the basics course, which are the ARL, the ROE, the ARL Express 1, ARL Express 2, okay? You, as a specialist, you will be able to utilize those 4 algorithms as well within your practice, okay? Now, there is an important difference. Remember how I just talked about the 6 algorithms you will learn in the specialist course? There is a difference. 3 of them you can learn, you can utilize only with clients in one-on-one setting. The other 3 you will be able to utilize in one-on-one setting and in giving master classes, like open master classes to groups of people. We can gather people and say, come, I'm going to give you a master class on how to draw a NeuroLotus, or how to draw a NeuroRain, or how to draw a NeuroTree, right? And you have the rights as a specialist to give master classes and guide people through drawing all 3 of these algorithms, okay? Within the one-on-one setting, you can use all 6 algorithms. Plus, like I said, the main perk is the 4 main algorithms of the basics course. You can use them, you can utilize them when you work with a client, when you work with somebody, okay? Now, the next specialist course coming up is actually on May 6 and 13. It's 2 Thursdays, 12 to 4 p.m. And we will cover the 4 main algorithms, okay? True, the SCORE, the Neuro Quality of Life, and the NeuroTree, okay? The True, the SCORE, the Neuro Quality of Life, and the NeuroTree will be covered during those 2 4-hour sessions, okay? Now, the NeuroRain and NeuroLotus will be our complementary algorithms, and they will be covered in one additional session that will be arranged. It's to be arranged during the training. I believe it will be one of the Sundays in May. Okay, it will be either Sunday, May, I believe 9. No, not 9. Sunday, May 13th, I believe. 16. Sunday, May 16. Yeah, most probably it will be scheduled Sunday, May 16 or Sunday, May 30th, okay? One of those 2 Sundays, okay? So you will be able to join that. Now, the regular questions I always get, I'm going to answer right away. All of the sessions are recorded. And if you can't join the live session for whatever reason, you will get access, you will get the recording. Plus, with all of our courses, I do want to give you a disclaimer. All of our courses, whenever you sign up, any of the courses, you're welcome to. Oh, you get access to the recordings of all previous cohorts. Plus, you get access to the live sessions of all the future live sessions, okay? Let's say this is May. If you join now, you will get recording of the previous 3 cohorts. We did November, January, and March. And then, let's say you attend the May sessions and you want to attend more. And I actually encourage everybody to attend more because this is a live method. So it constantly evolves, something new always added, something new, amazing. You know, Pavel constantly perfects the method, okay? So that's something for you to take advantage of. My next, let's say, now we're doing in May, probably the next one will be July. We'll see, because I know a lot of people go away in July. It's vacation time, but we'll see how it happens, you know. With the situation now, things may be different. We'll be probably July, then we'll be in September. So every 2 months we repeat the specialist. Guess what? You can join all the live sessions. You will have access to all the future recordings, okay? And that's how it works with any of our courses. You get access for life, okay? There is no limit. So that's something I wanted to note, because I know I get a lot of questions about that. What's next, okay? To receive your certification, let's discuss what is involved in the certification process, because that's really serious. That's something I feel one of the most important, you know, aspects you should keep in mind. I do want to tell you now. Receive your certification. One, you need to submit the 6 pictures with description, okay? One per each algorithm. Remember the 6 algorithms we're learning during the specialist course. One per each algorithm. We need to have 6 pictures with description. We will give you 2 supervisions, okay? 2 full in-depth supervision, you know, those of you. By the way, I should note, in order to go for the specialist course, you do need your basics certification. So definitely make sure you have it. That's why I'm actually doing it now, because the specialist course starts in 2 weeks. If you need to get your basic certification, join. Welcome to join. Come. We just finished our basics, but you will have access to, like I mentioned before, to all the recordings. And if you do want to join the specialist course, let me know when you sign up. You know, I will personally assist you in getting your basics course certification faster, because you know you need to watch the sessions, understand, and if need be, yes, I am willing to personally assist you, give you personal guidance. I don't mind, you know, that's something I feel it's very important. I'm open, help anybody and everybody to receive their specialist certification, okay, guys? So to receive the certification, you will need 6 pictures with description, like you learned to do during the basics course. 2 of them will be in-depth, will receive an in-depth supervision. The second part will be you need to pass a test. There is a test, honestly, not complicated. I promise you, not complicated at all. Very simple question about the content of the way you learn the algorithms. And guess what? You will have all of that within your lesson plans. You know, your lesson plans will tell you step number 1, you do this, step number 2, do this, okay? And that's what the questions are based on. Step number 3 will be signing the agreement, the special agreement. It's similar to the one you signed during the basics course, where you agree that you are receiving your specialist certification, and you agree to abide by the rules of the institute, that the Neurographica is a trademarked name, and you cannot be teaching Neurographica as a specialist, but only, as I explained before, utilizing it, integrating in either within your practice, either A, as one-on-one with clients, with an individual, or 2, giving master classes, okay? As such, it's important to know, when you give, let's say you give a master class on the neurotree, okay? The guidelines are, if you want to announce a neurotree, you write, neurotree session, come join me. And then in the description, you write, excuse me, come join the Neuro Tree. I will be using the trademarked Neurographica method, okay? That's number one. Number two, guidelines are very clear from the Institute. A specialist cannot be using saying in the guideline, in the name saying, I will be giving Neurographica sessions, okay? Because only instructors are allowed to use the trademark name of Neurographica within headlines. That's important to note. Within the description, you can still write, I will be utilizing the new Neurographica method. But within the headline, that's very important to note. You cannot say, I am teaching Neurographica or I am using Neurographica, okay? Only the name of the three algorithms that you are allowed to give master classes on: the NeuroLotus, NeuroRain, and NeuroTree. Okay, something I wanted to be very clear. Again, any questions, ask me. And I do want to tell you that there is a document that outlines the rights of the specialist, and I will attach it to this video, either in the description of the video or in the comment, okay? If you're interested in reading this in, in typed up, I will give that to you. That's open for everybody to see, okay? Now, to receive the certification, right, we talked about number 3, sign the agreement. Now, the fourth step is complete the cases. And that's the major case, the major step, I must know that. To receive your certification as a specialist, you need to complete 12 sessions. You need to describe 12 sessions. And I have here something that I will assist you. I will personally, individually assist you with that. Any questions, any, anything you need to know. Oh, my computer froze. Welcome to ask me, PM me. I'm available. I'm ready to guide you. I'm ready to give you necessary answers and guidance within your certification process, okay? I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's my computer frozen or not. My computer frozen. Okay. So I will tell you about the coaching cases, okay? The coaching cases involve specifically, about this, would this be better? I wonder. Let's do stop sharing. Okay. Let's see if this is better. Uh-huh. Okay, great. So, okay. So the cases involve completion of 12 sessions, okay? And the 12 sessions actually, not to get complicated, because 4 of those sessions are to be done with yourself. It's self-coaching sessions, okay? I give you a special document that will explain how to do everything, okay? You decide, there are 3 types of cases you need to do. One case, 4 sessions at least, will be self-coaching with yourself. One case will be with a warm client. A warm client is somebody who heard about Neurographic, and somebody, not just heard about it, I'm sorry, somebody who tried drawing Neurographic, knows how to do the neuroline, knows how to do the rounding, okay? That's a warm client, and you need to complete 4 sessions with that client, okay, case. And then there's somebody called a cold client. A cold client is somebody who either A, never heard about Neurographic, or maybe heard but never tried drawing yet, Maybe they saw a picture of yours and they're curious. They're like, oh, it's so beautiful. What is it? And you explain it to them, okay? And you show it to them and you guide them in drawing one of the algorithms that we discussed during the cases. It's preferable that you, not preferable, it's required that you use one of the 6 algorithms, okay? And of course, you guide. I have a lot of questions now, questions that accompany from the students, like how do you decide which algorithm goes with which goal that the client is asking me, whether it's finance, whether it's work, whether it's personal relationship, and I give that guidance. Recently I held an open session within the specialist closed group, and I answered this question. I Like I said, I personally am invested in assisting you to reach your certification, okay? So any questions, don't hesitate to ask, reach out to me. I welcome all of your, questions, inquiries, and anything else, okay? So that's another step. What else? Is there any questions? I don't see any questions on the Facebook, so I don't know if it's because my, I don't know if it's because my screen is not showing it, but to post your question under this video, and I will be very glad to answer your questions, okay? I believe I covered everything within the specialist course. Again, reminding you that the dates for the next specialist course is taking place this coming May. Thursdays, May 6th and May 13th, 12 to 4 p.m. Okay? And that's when we will cover the 4 main algorithms. Plus, I'll give you all the necessary background knowledge about the specialist, about everything that's integrated and involved, okay? And then the additional session will probably take place May, like I mentioned, May 16 or May 30th, okay? I thank you for joining me for this wonderful info session. I thank you for being with me and giving me your attention. Any questions, welcome to PM me, write it under the video, and I will be glad to answer. If you have a specific situation, I know a lot of people do, they reach out to me, they have a specific situation, with the basics, certification, or anything else, anything specific questions, welcome to ask again. Come join me here at the specialist course, or I'll be very happy to see you at the instructor's course as well, okay? Be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you. Bye-bye.